Remove the overlay. There we go. Okay, so we are live now with game number 1, and Vibe looked very strong in the entire series, and because of the slight issues with game number 1's audio and all that stuff, we're going to be rebroadcasting it real quick. And you can see spawning in the top right-hand side, the green Terran player known as ePGimix. And spawning in the cross-map positions in the bottom left-hand side, we see the light blue Zerg player known as GoSuViBE. And it is MLG Metalopolis, so that means there are the supply depots on the lower part of the ramp, as well as you can only spawn in the cross-map positions that we see, or the close-by-air positions. That's why this Overlord is heading over there now. That is also the same for the ladder edition of this map, so you know that's pretty sweet to see. And yeah, thank you guys for being able to come in and watch this whole series. Be sure to tune in tomorrow to see Time play against Chef. That should be a very exciting series. It's going to be a PVZ. It'll be going live at 8 p.m. as well. And here we're going to be going. It seems that pretty much standard play. Barrack's going to be throwing down at the ramp, and I'm sure Vibe's going to be going for, oh, there we go. Pool's going to be coming down first. He went for a 15 pool. Scouts and sees, okay, you are not in the close by air position, you are in cross map positions here, which is pretty cool to see. And just kind of droning up right now, you do see the refinery is coming out for Gimmicks before the barracks is finished up. Actually, very good timing on both of these. Lots of STVs kind of queued up here. There's the natural expansion going down for Vibe at this point. And First Marine is in production. SCV is going to be heading out to do a little bit of scouting, checking the close by air position first, and then heading over to the cross map position. There's going to be a supply depot dropping down here, and the orbital command is on the way. And looks like there's the drone scout coming out for Vibe now. It's going to be scooting over here. And gonna be poking up and sees what he can see, but the Marine is gonna do a good job denying scouting. Actually, that was a very nice play out of Gimmicks, sitting here bobbing and weaving and keeping that drone completely trapped, so he really has no idea. He knows exactly where his opponent is, but at that point he really had no idea what his opponent was doing. SCV is going to scoot over here and see exactly when that natural expansion is going to be going up. Overlord doing a little bit of scooting out to keep an eye on things, make sure there's no proxies or anything up in the potential third of him. And here comes the Queen, going to be taking out the SCV. The SCV was not able to come in and see if he was mining gas or not. And looks like the drone just kind of poked up a little bit and wanted to do a little bit of harassment if need be. And the Queen moves down to the natural expansion to help defend. There's 2 Queens in production as well. This is actually something I do like seeing out of Z, that he, or not Z, out of Vibe, that he does produce those double Queens right now. We see the natural expansion is going to be going up soon for Gimmicks. It's about halfway done, as well as the factory about halfway done. So it looks like he's going to be opening up with this Hellion play, and SCV is kind of hanging out here. We'll see if he decides to start throwing down some bunkers or anything. And nice Overlords going to be flowing over to the right side, and looks like a handful of Marines are going to be poking up for a little bit of aggression, but with these double Queens here, he's not going to be able to worry too much about this. And actually there's 3 Queens, and he's just kind of bobbing and weaving with the Queens, pulling the weakened ones back, just kind of denying things as long as possible till that spine crawler comes up. And ooh, both players kind of bobbing and weaving. They want to try to engage, but they don't want to lose any units for free. A couple Lings have started to be produced, and now with that amount of Lings and Queens, he's going to be able to defend no problem, so he started to drone up. Metabolic Boost about halfway done. Spine Crawler does fall. But all that really was meant to do was force those Zerglings. But Vibe goes, okay, I'm going to make just the bare minimum amount of Zerglings, and then I'm going to be droning up a good amount here. And I like that he goes for this 3 Queen play, because he can start getting that creep spread very, very early, and just in case one does get sniped, like this one got down to the 39 health, he has another one that he can keep up those larva injects. And we see Overlord's going to be flying over here and sees that the natural expansion just now is going down. The Marines are able to clean that up, and that is going to supply block Vibe, but he does have 7 drones on the way, and those handful of Lings are going to be streaming along the left side and just going to be parking themselves over here. One Hellion is going to be heading out. The second Hellion is taking control of the watchtower now. And Ling's keeping an eye on the main base. They're going to, or natural, they're going to be running in here now. These Marines have to be very careful. They might get caught off guard. And right as the Hellions go in and they start going to town on one of these queens, that one queen is actually going to be sniped if he's not careful. And at 1 health, and he does torch that one queen. Wow, that was a huge amount of torches right there, just burning that queen up very quickly. Baneling Nest is on the way in response to those Banelings, or to those Hellions, and we see Lair is also on the way. A couple more creep tumors are coming out, and if we look at the income tab, we can see Vibe has skyrocketed up to 50 drones right now compared to the 33 of his opponent. And nice, look at this great scouting out of Vibe. Going to be scooting an Overlord over here and seeing exactly what's going on. Nice. I don't believe he was able, no, he did see that factory lifted off, and it's going to be switching over here. So it looks like Gimmix is going to be transitioning into a very standard style of TVZ. He's got the tech lab coming down on the factory, so you can start getting those seed tanks. Got the reactor coming down on the starport, and Stim is on the way. Reactor on the barracks as well, so he's going to be producing a lot of Marines. The third base is now coming down for Gimmix. He is ahead in supply currently at 74 compared to the 66 of his opponent. But we do see that the third base is about halfway done, as well as the Lair just finished up, and looks like he's opting for the Spire tech. And lots of drones at the natural expansion. Good amount of Lings have started to be produced. We do see that Baneling speed is on the way now, and Lings are starting to move up, get a little bit more scouting, see what's going on, and Hellions are checking the watchtowers, keeping an eye on things. And one cool thing is, if you are at one watchtower, you do have vision of the other one, so you can know if somebody has taken control of it or not. And the Ling does a good job popping in here and scouting right as that third base goes down. And oh, he's going to town on that mule. He was actually going to take it out. Oh, nice snipe on that mule there. And Marines come up to deny any more of that. I would like to even see a couple of supply depot wall-offs start to go down, or even more wall-offs here. You know, it is okay to, you know, keep building supply depots around the outside of your mineral line, but I mean, since you're going to build them anyway, why not help wall off with them? That's at least my opinion with Terran a little bit later on. And wow, there's the fourth base going down for Vibe now. He has a handful of Banelings and Lings being produced, and this is actually going to be looking pretty good for him. He's got that +1 flyer on the way as well. But if we look over at Gimmix's base, he does have that combat shield on the way, as well as that siege mode and that +1 infantry weapons. Here comes the first round of missile turrets. Looks like those 4 Hellions are going to be scooting over, keeping an eye on things. They do see the fourth base is up and running, and they're able to deny 2 drones there. And oh, only 1 drone is denied. They are able to take out a creep tumor, and they got to be very careful. Here come the Banelings and Lings rolling in, and oh, nice job catching 2 of those Hellions off guard. And now these are actually, he does see the Mutalisk coming, so he knows that this is on the way, but it looks like he's opting for a push, and at the same time, Vibe's going to be scooting into the main base of Gimmix. This is going to be actually a very tough one. Lings, he does scan and see the Lings and Banelings coming in, and oh, the Banelings obliterate half of that Marine force, and 1 siege tank gets taken out as well, but he is going to be able to take out this fourth base. But at the same time, missile turret has gone down. The refinery just got sniped, and it looks like this +1 infantry weapon is going to go down as well. And ooh, this is very tough for Gimmix. He doesn't have very many Marines. He does stim a handful to try to deal with this, but only 5 Marines. 1 Mutalisk does get sniped, and it looks like Marines are running in, and oh, a lot of drones are going down in this engagement, but I don't know, that's a good amount of Lings. Even more have come out, and nice stimming, trying to run away. He should just lift up and get out of there, but now the Mutalisks are here. They're going to be able to take out this remaining force. And with that siege tank, those Lings are forced to pull back. He really needs to get these units out of here and try to regroup with the rest of his forces. We do see that the third base is starting to get up and running, but it's really almost undefended. There's 2 turrets here and a handful of Marines, but overall, not much. And look at this Overlord spread out of Vibe to know exactly if there's any drops on the way. He's got Overlords on the complete outskirts of the map. This is Great Overlord spread, and nice. Mutas come in, take out that tank, and these units are finally going to be reinforced with each other. Stim, and takes out 2 Mutas very quickly. There goes another one there, and Lings and Banelings are going to be running in here, and Siege Tank is going to go down before it can even do any damage. Trying to split his Marines the best he can, but it's not going to be enough. There's just too many Banelings. Just one Siege Tank is going to go down as well, and Gimmick Supply has dropped to 113 compared to the 128 of his opponent. The Marines are doing a good job, but there was still a Baneling left there, and now the tank is left exposed. There's one bunker here to try to save the day, but even that, he is running the SCVs to try to repair, but the Muta's doing so much damage. There are so many Mutas. We see 24 Lings in production as well, and all these SCVs are in a lot of trouble. There are a good amount of Marines to try to defend, but overall, he's really not able to produce that much. He needs to start getting a few more barracks up to try to deal with this. He has a couple with reactors, but these Mutalisks are really what's hurting him so much. A couple Marines stim, and that tank barely gets to live with 7 health, and he's just trying to poke and prod at the main base to try to let these Lings inside, and nice, finally gets that tank, and the natural expansion looks like it's going to be in a lot of trouble. Banelings are now rolling in, and just barely gets that supply depot lifted up in time. This one is going to go down, and when it does, all of these units are going to come flooding into the main base. Here comes some Marines trying to deny any more units from coming in, and natural expansion falls. Marines caught off guard by these Mutas. Here comes some reinforcing Mutas, but Gimmick Supply has dropped down to 88. Vibe Supply is skyrocketed to 139 now. He does have a 4th base back up. Well, it's about halfway done now. It will be up very soon, but he is pretty much getting that +2 flyer attack. Lots of Banelings and lots of Mutas. If we look at the amount of Mutas, he's at up to 26 Mutas right now. He does have an Overlord dropping creep on the potential 5th base of Gimmicks, and there we go. We see lots of barracks on the way. That +1 infantry armor and +1 infantry attack, and wow! Lifts up a bunch of units into a medevac right as the Mutas fly in, and they snipe that, no problem. Supply depot's going to go down. That one missile turret is all that's really defending. I would love to see him just surround that with SCVs instead of hide over there to start mining, and Marines run in, and nice stim, and forced to be running away now. One medevac does get taken out. This reactor is in serious trouble here. And Muta's going to be starting to go to town on this orbital command. See a lot of Lings and Banelings grouping up in the center. And Marines run in, take out a few Mutas, but still, Vibe has skyrocketed up to 180 supply. He's got 10 more Mutas on the way. Lots of Lings and Banelings scooting up on the left side. They're going to be going for this 3rd base that has no wall off over here. And they're going to be scooting right in, going right for the natural. Right as some Mules land. Good reaction time out of Gimmicks. He's going to be pulling all those SCVs, but Banelings going up on that orbital command. He's going to be in a lot of trouble because now it is on fire. The Lings actually just kind of kill what they can and back off. Very nice play. He's kind of poking and prodding all over the map. He's scooting in to the main base with the Mutas, sending Lings and Banelings to the 3rd, and here comes some reinforcing. 19 Banelings on the way, as well as that +1 attack and burrow. The 5th base is now up and running. Lots of spines are going to go down to try to deal with any drops that might come. And Command Center is going to be floating over. Looks like he wants to maybe take the gold. I don't know about this. This is very dangerous. He's not escorting anything over with this Command Center, and these Mutas are actually going to catch this off guard. No problem with that +2 attack. They're going to be able to snipe that very quickly, especially that there's 32 Mutas. Command Center goes down there. I hear the stim. He's trying to run in with the Marines, but at that point, Vibe can just kind of scoot back into the main base. Wow, that is a lot of Lings and Banelings. Vibe is maxed out, and he actually sacrifices a handful of Mutas there to get 7 more on the way. We see the Infestor Pit just now finished up, so he's going to be getting that hive relatively soon. And with these macro hatcheries, he's able to really reproduce as quickly as possible. He's got 20 more Lings on the way, and it's very tough. Gimmicks has got supply blocked at 125 after that Command Center got taken out. We do see another Command Center is on the way, but he's really stuck at one mining base The third one, he's long distance winding in. Oh, here comes Vibe coming in through the third again, takes out one barracks. The siege tank is going to go down. Here comes all the Marines trying to run in, but that is a lot of banelings. He's got to be very careful about this, and oh, he's trying to bait them into these baneling landmines. He is going to be able to take out one barracks, no problem, and he just keeps trying to bait him in. Goes, come on, come on, come on, you know you wanna, and oh, Ruff's killing a good amount of Marines, but nice job lifting a handful in there, and good scan out of Gimmicks, able to see through that plan. And looks like baneling landmines have started to be planted along the right side, just in case there is an all-in or counterattack. But at this point, if you want to try to go for it, all-in base race. Oh, another medevac gets caught off guard. Mutalisk just obliterate all the drops that Gimmicks is trying to do. He's trying to do anything he can to get back into this game, but there goes the main base. Wow. The command center just got sniped, and that is like, what, the third, fourth command center that's been sniped? We see two more are being produced here. This third one's going to be flying over to the third base, but at this point, you see the gold expansion is coming down. Muters have come in. They are able to snipe another siege tank, and a lot of banelings are being produced right now, and Muters are able to fly out, but 68 banelings. Wow, that is a lot of banelings. Muters doing a good job. Another barracks, and that's going to be limiting Gimmicks' production even more. These Marines are relatively good against Muters, but I mean, they're really only sitting at 1-1. +2/+2 is on the way. Orbital Command is on the way as well, but still, he has not tried to wall off to deal with any of this, and wow, 15 more banelings on the way. And nice job, he's able to snipe another command center that is going to supply block Gimmicks at 136 supply compared to the 134 that he is allotted. More banelings going to be rolling over here. Ooh, and looks like he's just opting for baneling landmines everywhere. I really like this play. He's like, alright, you know what, try and move out. And looks like Mutalisk are going to be flying in here, and they're going right for that orbital command again, and there it goes. Oh, very nice play. Marines try to run in and chase him out, and here come the banelings moving in, and oh, GG is called, and oh, nice. They obliterate all of those Marines, just kind of blowing up, and he just kind of blows up the rest of one. Very nice played out of both players there, but Vibe really controlled the style of the game, pushing and pulling and tugging at every angle he could. He had the Mutalisk pretty much take out so much of the main base, and look how many Marines were forced to stay back to try to deal with these Mutalisks. And here, there's a couple more over here, but I mean, overall, he just was not able to establish his bases at a, wow, SCVs were really angry at Minx. He was really not able to keep his running. Like, he was doing okay because he had those mules, but compared to the 5 bases that his opponent had, he just got that gold base up and running. He tried to do a little bit of pressure early on, which worked out okay, and it came down to the point where he's like, alright, I really can't do any more aggression. Every time I try to do a drop, the Mutalisk are there and they're able to snipe it. Not to mention the amazing Overlord spread out of Vibe. He was able to see, he would have been able to see if any drop came. Actually, maybe scooting over on the very far side here, he could have gotten past, but I don't know. With this Overlord here, it would have been very iffy. And I mean, going on the far side over here, could have, but at this point, where the Overlord spread, I don't know, it was just very good. So, good job, congratulations to Vibe. For those who are tuning in now, this was actually game number 1. We did go through the entire series, but game number 1 I had a little bit of audio issues, so that was kind of changed up, and we're going to be seeing that. That was it. That was the whole series. Vibe ended up taking it 3-0, and the VODs will be up on my YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/NanMan, so keep an eye on that if you want to see those. If you want to see what's happening tomorrow, because this is a 5-day event, tomorrow we'll be featuring Time versus Chef. It'll be going live at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Thursday will be Minigun versus QXC, and Friday will be Drewby versus Poke Bunny. So it'll be a nice little mix of matches, a good amount of different players, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure, if you enjoy my casting, follow me on Justin TV, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm actually extremely close to 10,000 channel views on my YouTube channel. I'm at 9,965. So please, if you enjoy my casting, show your support. Write some comments in the thread here about the event. You know, all that good stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys tuning in and checking things out. Yeah, if any of you guys are platinum and below players and are interested in a open tournament that happens usually once a week, you can come over to the Team LXG's forum. It is teamlxg.forumocean.com, and there's a whole section, LXG Opens. But we host the events, as you can see, LXG Open number 19. Information about the event. It is, you know, usually we have about 20 or so players. It's platinum and below, so it's good practice or so environment for everyone to get to know each other and stuff like that. You can also check out the LXG Open channel on StarCraft 2 for more information about that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the next event. It'll be Time versus Sheth. But let's pop this up here with the overlay, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.